So today I'm going to attempt to be reviewing the Well MB05D. D because it has a scope and a bipod, and 5 it has this nifty little gadget. So overall I give it about an 8, and I'll tell you why. And so first of all, what's good on the body and what's not. It's heavy. That's good, so it's like really realistic. You could probably like really seriously hurt someone if you hit them with it. Right here, this is actually metal. It's not like painted plastic. Plastic. Everything else is metal. I put the Blackwater sticker and flashlight on. That does not come with it. It comes with a sling, but that broke within the first like 10 minutes. There's like a little metal thing that holds it on and it snapped off. Also the tip's plastic. So bipod's metal, rail's metal, railer's metal, scope's metal, barrel and everything, all the internals are metal, along with the 2 sling rings there and then all the screws, which is good. So, and then what I don't like about it is that this plastic on the body is really cheap, and all the screw mates where the screws come together and stuff, they have these like little plastic like domes that come off the middle, that come off both sides, and like so it clamps it sort of together with the screw, and those are so freaking cheap. I think I have, those 2 are broken. I fixed both of those, and I think that one's broken right now. I have not fixed that one because it's like spreading apart. And so, everything, all the seams are supposed to look like that, but occasionally that'll spread apart, and then that right there is spreading apart, and then that right there is spreading apart. You can see that. So, and then on the back, the whole entire stock is held in place with these 2 weeny little screws there and there, and before I could even fire it once, the whole entire buttstock fell off. That's why I had to open it up and re-glue everything with super glue and epoxy. And then everything else is wonderful about it. It's so yeah, that's pretty much it for the quality review. I said I give it a 7 out of a 10, maybe an 8. So. Alright, so in this one, I'm going to be talking about the scope. The scope, I would give about, I'd give it about a 9 out of 10. So, first of all, that's really annoying is that the crosshairs, they're supposed to be like a cross, and for some reason every time you pull back the slug and then you pull it back, push it back down, it like rotates a little bit. I don't know if it's just mine, so I have to continuously be turning and turning the scope around, so that's why it's like that. It should actually be like that for regular, but I've had to turn it so many times. I don't know if you can see through it or not. See how it's like, there you go. But then if I turn it back to normal position, see how the crosshairs are like completely bent. So it's like so off. And so it doesn't really matter because it still is the same concept, so I just have to keep on turning it around and around and around. And hopefully when it gets back to 45 degrees I'll be able to just turn it back to normal position. And so it's really nice and clear. It comes with this little lens cap thing, which is also has a neat little function in itself. It's yellow. It gets away the glare. But you only can really use it from 3 to 5 powers. Other than that, then anything on here, like oils and stuff, will make it blurry. So you can use it for 3 times. 3 times is just enough for anything. And then, so it's really got a really wide range of view. And that's about it for the scope. Talk about that next in the shooting. Alright, the bipod is pretty cool. It adjusts, so you can either flip them up, you just press down and they was really stupid. Luckily it was not harmed the scope or anything. Alright, so now to the bipod take 2. Alright, you push down on the lever and they swing down. And then what's also really cool is you have another weapon. Let me see if I can get it to do it this time. Oh, I mean, maybe this won't do it. Yay! It shoots off! Alright, yeah, I know it's really pointless. I think mine has a defect, but oh well. So, you don't need to worry about that because you're always going to be pushing in. So you can put them in the elongated position, and so you can have a really large bipod, or you can push them in. Now, this is kind of hard because you gotta like hold it in while you're. Hold on. Okay, you gotta hold it in, and then you gotta twist with one hand. It's kind of annoying. After that, and then they're back in. And then they are in only 2 positions, out and then up. So, there you go. That's pretty much it for the bipod. It's pretty self-explanatory. You put it on something and it helps you shoot better. So yeah. Okay, so now for the barrel, I would always recommend at least having the bipod on, because if you don't, the whole entire thing comes off, by the way. If you rest the barrel on something, the barrel moves. It's a floating barrel, and so that will drastically change something if you're like sniping like from really far away. So I would always recommend having the bipod on, just to have it just something longer for you to set your gun on. And BB's going right here, so that's pretty much how big the barrel is. I'd say 2 feet, 1.5 feet actually. And then symbol, self-explanatory, you just pull this back. BB goes in and then it shoots. So there's the clip. It's got the nifty little speed loader. I'll do that when I'm explaining that. So that's much for the shooting barreling thing. Alright, so now this is the clip and the speed loader. I don't know if you can see it, but the speed loader comes with a little attachment on the end. I super glued mine on because I ever lost it and I almost ran over it with a lawnmower. So you can actually do this with one hand. You have to hold that down, I believe. Put that on, and then you push the little plunger, and then the BBs go in. And then you take it off, and the BBs are in there. It holds 30. I believe it's exactly 30. I haven't counted it, like, put one in at a time. And it clips in, and then you'll know when there's like 30 or 31 in there because it won't pop up. So that's actually helpful, sort of. So it's like, it's harder to push it down if there's more in there. And then if you have like 20 left, it won't pop out as fast as it does if there's none in there. So I have no idea it does this. I might have put it in there because it's cool. So yeah. Saying about it not popping up if there's 30 in there, you can see how it's like it did not want to pop up. So yeah, that's what I was talking about. And it's also harder to push it in. And then you can see it didn't come out as fast. So I don't know if you're like, oh, I don't know if I have 30 left or not, and it'll pop up out really slow. You can see. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Pretty pointless, but cool. So now I'm going to talk about the shooting before I actually go to the shooting, because it's really messed up and kind of weird. So here it goes. Alright, if you go at increments of about 50, it'll like skip from 50 to 100 and it like won't hit anything. And then after about 125, if you put the hop up upright, it'll actually start hitting targets pretty accurately. I know it's kind of weird. I'll show you the box I was doing with 25 and 50 feet, and then I'll go and show you like 200.